facing a crisis because there's almost nothing left to convert into money. We're paying for almost everything now. Even friendship, many of the functions of friendship, we pay a psychotherapist or a coach or something like that for. Or we consume, like part of friendship is, or community is the circulation of stories about each other. Cut off from our neighbors, we don't know what's going on behind those walls, and so we consume stories produced in TV studios and movie studios far away, and we know celebrities better than we know our neighbors. So this is another example of the limits to growth, the exhaustion of social capital, which mirrors the exhaustion of natural capital. So I'm going to explain a little bit about why our current financial system impels that process. But let me just run through the usual kind of environmentalist solution to this problem, which is called green growth. So the idea, and it goes a little bit beyond, the most shallow version of green growth is basically we keep everything the way it is, and we also invest 1 or 2% in, you know, wind turbines and things like that. But a more radical approach says, no, we have to redefine what a good and a service is. So what about, say, restoring wetlands? What about reducing CO2 emissions? Like, why can't we make those into services that you can earn money by performing? So some ways to do that would be through like carbon taxes, for example, or through a political decision to devote money toward ecosystem restoration and things like that. And the idea is that we can continue the growth machine by simply redefining what growth is. And it can't just be a conceptual redefinition. There has to be an actual change in the way that money circulates. And this is, I think that there is something to be said for this idea. There are severe problems with as they say, valuing or monetizing ecosystem services. But certainly, there are changes we can make so that money is no longer the enemy of